What is up with it? Today we are back watching some Rob Lucci versus Blue Black Usopp on the high ranked ladder. This is going to be Holden Miller playing. You can catch him on Twitch at Flyest Raven. Also, before we get into it, a few announcements. I just posted on my Metafy another money match. This will be to my $10 supporters. Thank you all so much for supporting me. This is going to be Lucci versus Green Purple Luffy. I also have another money match coming soon. That's going to be Green Purple Luffy versus Vegapunk. And also I'm planning on releasing, I've already started making it, a Green Purple Luffy guide that will also be free for my supporters. I've actually been consuming a lot of Green Purple guides. I've consumed already a masterclass and 3 guides. And my plan is to make this a bit more budget friendly. This is just going to be a $10 guide. It's going to have some things in there that I think other people haven't said, that I haven't seen, some little tricks that I've noticed about the deck to help you guys. It's going to be a little bit more of an introduction. By no means are you going to be able to read it and have the deck completely mastered, but it should be a good starting point, a good affordable starting point for anyone who wants to get into it. But anyways, let's hop into the game. We won the rock, paper, scissors and chose to go first, and our hand is pretty nasty. As long as this Brook doesn't get removed on 4 by a Zoro, we are absolutely gaming. Even if it does, it's not the end of the world, but if it doesn't, we are so in there. So we're just trying to dodge the Zoro, and we do so. This very much looks like a game that Lucci could win. It is a little scary to swing 5 if they hit like a trigger there. But ultimately, there was nothing in trash to grab off Rebecca that made sense. So, willing to take the risk. I'd be willing to hear that, like, maybe we're not supposed to. Because the downside of getting triggered there is so monumental. But a lot of Usopps aren't even playing Red Rock or Gravity Blades anymore. So, like, maybe that threat is just not real. Okay. So now we're on 7 Dawn. I have to imagine we're just gonna play Jack. Like, we're actually just gonna play it. And just leave it standing, would be my guess. So that way they can't, like, King Kong gun jam into it. But we feel like we're doing really good. The Usopp is running out of resources. We were able to establish this Jack. We have both a Rebecca and a Laboon in our hand. Oh, this is the worst 7-drop Rebecca play I've ever seen in my life. Okay. Okay, we just win. Huge. We're so in there. Let's go. This is how you beat Usopp. God, Usopp who? Wow. You know the funny thing? If we didn't swing earlier, we don't grab this Laboon. Never mind. He's gonna do it anyways. I was gonna say we get to just play Kuzan here, but we're just gonna play Kuzan here anyways. Oh my god, yes. Honestly, I'd just pitch a Lucci. Yeah, like there's a world where we unironically play this this Kuzan next turn. But like at this point, our Jack has stuck. The Jack is not going anywhere. And if that's the case, then we probably don't need as many removal pieces like the Lucci. And even if our Jack did get removed, we're going to have the Kuzan on board. And we have another Jack in hand. So we'd probably just play the Jack again, honestly. Going to go ahead and go 5 at life with Rebecca, which we will take. We do have a Hina Engrave. So we do have some... Oh, wow. And we just top deck Rebecca because we're him. We do have some pretty nasty turns here. I'm a sicko, so I kind of just want to do the same turn we did last turn. That's probably incorrect, to be honest with you. Or what if we go double Kuzan? Lame. Lame. Lame, Holden. Lame. Okay, we can go ahead and go 6 at Rebecca. Almost guaranteeing that it dies. Okay, just gonna swing the jack. I actually have no idea what he's doing right now. This is definitely a bit different than how I would have played it, but I see the vision. I see the vision. I'm super greedy and would have tried to play the Kuzan again, and I would have just KO'd with like Rebecca, Hina, Kuzan. But this is very potentially better. Like, I'm willing to see that it's better. I feel like this Laboon is not like the most real thing on the planet, though. Like, if he Rebecca combos here, like, the Laboon is just always assuredly dead. Which, to be fair, the Kuzan also would have been dead, but like the Kuzan would have replaced itself. So I kind of think I like my line a little bit more. And not just in a I'm a greedy way where I want to play Kuzan every turn. Which is true. It is true. If you play versus me, the number one thing that you can do is you can just try and put me in spots. Like if you're really trying to play versus the player rather than versus the deck. If you're trying to play versus me, what you should do is you should put me in spots where I have the opportunity to play Kuzan, but I shouldn't, and I'll still do it. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm at 0 life and I have Kuzan in hand. I'm talking like, it's kind of like an edge case where like, maybe I can get away with it. Like, there's an argument I shouldn't, but maybe I can try and get away with it, and I'll try to get away with it. Okay, but gonna go ahead and swing. I believe that was an 11 at the jack, and of course we're just gonna block. Kind of wishing we had a standing Kuzan on the board. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Surely we do it this turn. Surely we would put the standing Kuzan on the board this turn. Oh my god, Holden, you're so lame. You're so lame, Holden. I get it though. He's probably playing correct here. Like, you do have to close out the game. Like, Usopp does technically have way more resources than you, and also it's like harder to remove his stuff, so it takes more resources for you to remove it. So like, he does actually have to close out the game eventually. That said, this blue boy is in our hand, begging to be on the field. So, I kind of see where he's coming from. Very likely could be playing this optimally. I think we just let it go. I don't think we care about the Hina that much. I think we can just take, yeah. Oh, I wasn't really expecting a Rebecca to come down here, honestly. A little bit of a Rebecca jump scare. But we're actually so chill with Rebecca coming down here. Come on, Holden. Play double Kuzan. Play double Kuzan, you coward. Please play double Kuzan. Please. What could possibly go wrong if you just put 2 Kuzans on the board? Seven at life. Oh, wow, he's going to counter. That's interesting. Then we can just go 5. This is the lamest than I've ever seen. I can't believe we have 2 Kuzans in our hand and we're doing this shit. And my guess is he's probably going to put the Lucci on the board. A, because it's harder to remove for the Usopp. And B, ironically, Leo is actually like a real swingner sometimes. In the context of like everyone's on 4 King Kong gun. And then B, we probably want to close the game out next turn. So like having a 6k body obviously is going to make that a lot easier than a 4k body. Houndblaze. Word. Word. 11 will just block. He's going to play another weenie blocker. Holden, if you don't play Kuzan this turn, I'm crashing out. Why win the game when you can play Kuzan? That's my question for the audience. That is my question for the audience. But thank you all so much for watching, and shout outs to my Metafy supporters, the ones who allow videos to this like this to be made. Shout outs to Flash, Arib, Stu, Inku, Josh, Chinto, Jose, Cho, Ohigi, Bandit, Furryzerk, Zerunix, Reckless, Felix, KJM, Winerex, Great Poner, Tailshoot, Debo, Hendrick, Emon, Chance, Mistaken, Logan, Captivate, Zephyr, Joyboy, and Ivan, Just a Guy, Jake, and Ybox. Thank you all so much for supporting me. I hope you have a great rest of your day.